I know that for Nani fans, his 25th film would have been a big deal. But personally, if you ask me, his Silver Jubilee film could have been a much better pick. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just Reacted Review. My name is Ashmita. Hope you all are doing well, and today I will be sharing my thoughts on the latest Amazon Prime release, V, starring Nani and Sudhir Babu in the lead roles. Now, before I get into the analysis of the film, when I started watching the film, I was with the mindset that yes, this is going to be like an entertaining mass masala film. So I watched the film with that mindset only, and still it was a little underwhelming for me. This is a story which has been told in our industry several times. A cat and mouse game between a cop and a killer. Sudhir Babu, who plays the character of DCP Aditya, is a cop, no wait, a super cop, who is revered by the people and the media alike. He is the dream cop that we as citizens want our country to have. DCP Aditya has many gallantry awards as accolades, and he is like a heartthrob. So all in all, everything is going very well for DCP Aditya. But one fine day, his life turns upside down when he gets challenged by a killer, V, played by Nani. V brutally murders one of Aditya's colleagues and leaves a clue for him to find his next victim. And thus begins Aditya's ordeal to hunt down V and avoid these murders. Who is going to succeed in this ongoing cat and mouse game is the crux of the story. When I did the trailer reaction for V, it sort of gave me the feeling that this is more going to be like a psychological thriller, which was not the case at all. The script is more or less like a very straightforward revenge drama, and it's a story which is really not unheard of. But even with a script that has been rehashed many times, a director or a writer can still bring a lot of newness to that story. And the newness is brought by the way the dialogues are articulated, the way the flow of events happen, the way the entire story basically gets narrated. And in this case, it is the biggest downfall of the film. When I watch a revenge drama, for me as an audience, the biggest payoff in the movie becomes the motive for which the revenge is being taken. Obviously, apart from the awesome action sequences. Here also, when the motive was revealed to the audience, honestly, I thought it was a very well thought out motive, and it seemed very plausible to me that yes, for something like this, we would take a revenge. But the problem was the way it was revealed. The narration was so fast. I am telling you, it was at x2 speed. So to grasp the gravity of that reveal, where the audience can actually be dumbfounded and they would be like, oh my god, that was the motivation, I think that impact got missed because it was revealed and explained in such a hurried manner. So yes, the script turned out to be decent, but when it came to the narration, that is where this movie became average instead of becoming epic. The music of this film is given by S. Thaman and Amit Trivedi. Now here also my opinion is sort of divided, because when it came to the background score, I actually enjoyed the background score, especially in the action sequences. There the score was a standout for me. The songs were a complete disappointment for me for three reasons. Number one, the placement of the songs did nothing to move the storyline forward. It completely disrupted the flow of the film. That's one. Second, the melody. I really did not enjoy the melodies of any of the songs, to be honest. And from Amit Trivedi, I had very high hopes. So yeah, that was like a disappointment for me. And third, there are two party songs in the film. One which comes in the beginning and one is at the end. More than the beat and the melody of the song, the lyrics were... Actually, I literally cringed when I was reading the lyrics. I couldn't believe that somebody wrote these lyrics. So yes, the song's a big no for me. The director and the writer for this movie is the same person, Mohan Krishna. Now, I told you what I didn't like about the writing, but when it came to the direction, there are some things which were actually very good. Number one, the action sequences. All the action sequences I really enjoyed watching. Those were directed very well. The action sequences where Sudhir Babu's character is fighting and the sequences where Nani's character is killing all those people, those were done very well. Second, the direction of Nani's interaction with like random strangers. those scenes were standouts for me. I think that was directed very well by this director. You could get a sense by watching this film that Mohan Krishna was actually making this film for the theatre experience. From the first frame where Sudhir Babu's entry happens, you want to whistle in that entire action sequence, because it was made for that. It was made for the theater with that Dolby surround sound. So yes, I feel that the direction in parts was actually done quite well, but yes, it was really keeping in mind the theater audience and the theater experience. The best technical highlight of this film is the cinematography. PG Vinda is the cinematographer, and I loved everything about the cinematography of this film. There is an entire riot sequence in the film, and the color grading used for that particular sequence was a standout for me. It was a darker shade, but it looked very unique to me. Then Nani's close-up shots. There are a lot of scenes where his face is shown at a very close range, and those expressions of Nani have been captured really well by the DOP. Then the camera movements done during the action sequences. I'm telling you, the action sequences are a complete standout in this film. So yes, credit where credit is due for the cinematography. Thumbs up from my end. Now coming to the performances, let's talk about the female leads first. Nivetha Thomas plays the character of Apurva, who is a very quirky kind of a female, and she is more into the, murder mysteries and novels, and she likes all those things. Initially, when that kind of angle and character was brought, I thought that she would be a very big help to DCP Aditya in actually cracking this case, which the director used sort of, but not to its complete potential. She became more of a love interest of DCP Aditya than, a consultant who is helping DCP to solve the murders. Also, like I said, she was playing this quirky character, but that quirkiness at some parts, I didn't feel that it came naturally to her, and she was really trying hard to portray that character. So overall, her performance was just about okay. I did not get blown away by it. Aditi in every frame was believable to me. I don't know, something about her screen presence is very, very charming. The way she emotes her expressions is very believable. She's an integral part to the plot, and she has done full justice to her role. Sudhir Babu playing DCP Aditya was quite good. I liked him in the role, and he did justice to his character. Now, the problem that I had with his character was it was made out to be extremely one-dimensional, and that is really not Sudhir Babu's fault. It is the writing's fault. Yes, he was a super cop, but his character was written out in a very, very one-dimensional way. So he also, as an actor, did not have much to emote. The only thing that he could emote was his strength as a cop and his frustration when he was not able to catch V. His romantic angle was also shown, but his entire interaction with Apurva and Apurva's family did not feel organic at all. So yes, with the limited material that Sudhir Babu was given, I think he has done a fair job, but I feel that it could have been much, much more. Then comes Nani, who plays V/Vishnu. He is absolutely the standout of this film and the saving grace of this movie. Now, this is the first film of Nani that I am watching. I have only watched him in the Jersey trailer when I did the reaction for that. I am yet to watch that movie, but I know that he is a very, very revered actor, and he has a lot of acting range. I could feel that in the Jersey trailer, and here I felt he portrayed the negative character so beautifully. The makers have actually taken an effort to carve out his entire character arc, and it has been fleshed out really well. I do not know if Nani has played any negative shades in his character in his previous films, but here, at least looking at this film, I found and I thought that he can play negative characters really well. His dialogue delivery when he's actually teasing DCP Aditya was beautiful. His dialogue delivery when he's talking to all these strangers, all the random stranger interactions that he has, was superb. Those were the standout scenes for me. Touted as Nani's 25th film, I'm sure his fans were expecting a lot from this movie. And personally, if you ask me, when I had watched the trailer, I was expecting a psychological thriller. But I feel here the script has failed Nani. It is a typical masala entertainer. It is an average film overall for me. Nani's performance is what kept the film for me together. I was literally waiting for him to come again and again on the screen. So yeah, if you have the time, if you just want to relax and chill, watch this film. And for Nani, die-hard Nani fans, of course you are going to have a blast watching this movie. So yeah, that was me sharing my thoughts on the Telugu film V. It is streaming on Amazon Prime, and if you have come till the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video, guys. Bye bye.